What it do? This is your boy White Rice with Nashville Unsigned. We are here at Nito, Nashville for the Rapid and Random with Rice podcast. I am sitting here with Senior Jack, who now goes by Gran. How do I pronounce the last name?
Cavallo. It's Italian.
Cavallo.
Cavallo. It means
I've been
horse.
saying Cavallo.
Yeah, no, it's not Spanish. It's Italian.
Italian.
Yeah.
I like it. Gran Cavallo. That is a cool name.
It is. It was an accident too.
Accident.
Yeah.
Was it like a Floridian slip or like?
No, I always wanted to do Cavallo just because I grew up on a horse ranch.
Okay.
My family's Italian. And I thought that was just people would say it and you just use one word. But I Googled it and they're like, no, some band up in Brooklyn owns this already, so you can't have it. So I had to come up with some other things, and so I was just picking some ideas that I had. Like me and my buddies always have like a game we played dibs on that band name. So if you hear some weird shit, you're like, oh, dibs on that band.
Dibs on that band.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Well, we got dibs on this sake, so before we kick off, let's do it.
Cheers to that. Unfiltered, very nice.
All right. So with that
That should
said,
be the name of your podcast.
Unfiltered, Unfiltered Rice.
Unfiltered rice.
So with it being said that you wanted to go with Italian, what's your favorite Italian meal? Not like pizza, but like meal.
Ooh, okay. So on New Year's we have this thing called bonacalda.
Mm-hmm.
It's essentially like a big melting pot of fondue, but you use meats instead.
A meat do.
It's a meat do. Yeah.
It's a meat do.
It's exactly what it is. And then
I got Scooby Doo,
you
and
got
that's a meat do.
You got Mountain Dew. We got meat
All
dew.
the
You
dudes.
gotta let it do what it do.
Man, if only we had. What's that guy's name that does all the interviews? He's like doo doo doo. Oh, what's his name? I cannot think of his name right now.
I don't know.
He's forget it. Anyways, who is your like biggest idol, like non-music wise? Who's your biggest idol growing up?
Cormac McCarthy.
Cormac McCarthy. Why?
That's what I was always attracted to literature. I was a big reader.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in the country, and so once I got my hands on some of his literature, he's one of the most notorious American authors. It just kind of became a thing where I was very invested in like his style of prose and also storytelling and that kind of macabre with existentialism from a young age. Always attracted me. So as a kid, it was very pertinent that it was either something along those storylines of something that he was talking about or characters who played the movies that he'd written, or etc. But I was always attracted to the bravado of the cowboy of the West.
I like it.
Yeah.
So you're a big reader, right?
Big reader, yeah.
So do you read the dictionary often?
No, never. I have the thesaurus app on my phone.
You have a way with words, so I have a hard time believing that.
No, not at all.
You're a great conversationalist and a great writer, so that's why I had to ask.
Thank you. Means a lot.
So let's go to the random generator. What size of shoes do you wear?
11 and a half.
11 and a half. All right, let's see what we got here. What would you do if you were the lone survivor of a plane crash on foreign, weird land that you didn't know? What would be the first thing you do?
Get naked.
Get naked. Why?
You don't gotta care about nothing anymore.
Naked and afraid?
Yeah, naked and afraid. I'd be like Michael Scott, have my underwear tied up over my head, with the staff. I'd just embrace it immediately.
Do you brush your teeth once or twice a day?
3 times.
3 times a day? Floss?
Yeah. I actually got one of those new, those flossers, like the water picks.
Oh, I heard those are great.
Changed my life.
Oh, I need to buy one.
It's a thing, yeah.
So let's see what we got. Do you have any relatives currently living in Nashville?
No.
No? Solo rider, huh?
Solo, yeah.
So you're a cowboy, riding solo in Nashville.
That's exactly it.
Perfect. Well, since we're talking about Nashville, and Nashville's a huge music scene, obviously we have to circle back around to the fact that Nashville is also home to some of the greatest chicken and biscuits. Are you a Biscuit Love fan?
I can appreciate biscuit love.
What would you say is your favorite place then in Nashville to frequent?
It's definitely either going to be Duke's, Dino's, or the Biscuit House right down the street. These are all East Side spots.
So you're East Side guy.
Oh yeah. Lived actually the whole time I've been in town, which is 6 years now. I've lived on the East Side.
See, I started in Midtown and then moved to East Side, and man, it just made my life so much easier because everything happens for me in East.
Yeah, no, same. I actually started not too far from here, living in my car for about a month. And then finally found a house in Greenway on the east side. So technically, I guess I'm a Midtowner to begin with.
Midtowner to begin with, but he was a Midtowner in his vehicle.
Yeah, wherever it was parked.
All right, so you came to Nashville, built such an amazing music career. Now you're launching a new project.
Yeah.
Let's circle all the way back, though. And my last question for you is, what was that aha moment that either got you started in music or, like, had you realizing this is a career path for me?
There was a moment along the lines where I decided that just the general art expression, whether it was writing or whether it was music, or whether it was storytelling, or whether it was some kind of cinematography, that it took a lot of sacrifice, and it was going to take a lot of sacrifice. And I wasn't sure if I had the necessary gumption to get it done. And then after I left college, I ended up taking care of my grandparents' ranch for about a year. Kind of found a lot of things out about myself. And one of those things was that in the end all I wanted was to have just that, just a little bit of land in a house. And so no matter what the path was there, I might as well make it worth it. So shortly after that I moved to Los Angeles to pursue screenplays.
Okay.
And so we make these short films and then someone had to score them. And so I started scoring them. And then I reached a point where I was meeting people who were also doing the same thing, and I had to sing on a couple of them. Like, have you ever tried actually recording? And so all this stuff just kind of piled up and fell into it. And it was one of those aha moments where once I just decided, like, my path, so to speak, and the universe just kind of helped me out, even if it was just a little bit here and there. And so I just kept listening. And there's times where I've thought about giving up, or shit would just fall apart completely. Like, all right, it's all right, guys. Get back on shit. You know what I mean? Like,
And see,
I should just be a banker, or I should just go be a forest ranger or something like that. But,
And see, we've had you on here. This is technically your homecoming coming back to Nashville Unsigned.
yeah.
And I honestly didn't know that you had been to LA and started working on films beforehand. Like,
Yeah,
man, it's always a blessing to learn something new.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you that, man. I always got to learn something new every day.
Oh, I'm
And
trying.
I've now hit my quota thrice over.
Thrice, so yeah, nice.
But guys, it has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Oh, man.
Thank you for doing a shot of sake with me.
Oh, yeah, please.
And I am your boy White Rice. This is Nashville Unsigned and the Rapid and Random with Rice podcast, brought to you by the Shure MV88 Plus Video Kit. Thanks to our homies over at Shure. Appreciate you. All right, man. We're out.